like never before. I feel a woman, you're the one I adore. Happy Canada Day. See, I'm rapping today. Happy Canada Day to everybody. Cheers, man. Cheers to the whole country. Our day today. Sun's out. Enjoy it.
So it looks like Rick Ross just learned to keep Drake out of his mouth and mind his business after he got jumped by Drake's goons for disrespecting Drake in his hometown of Toronto. Rick Ross recently got dragged into the messy feud between Drake and Kendrick Lamar, and he was 100% Team Kendrick. But he might have taken it so far because Drake's people in Toronto were not willing to take that BS from Rick, and they had all the smoke for him. Well, Rick Ross is not willing to let this slide. He defended himself on social media, and it looks like he might be trying to get back at Drake. Girl, we're seeing another rap beef blow up, and trust me when I say this, it's about to be one big mess. Rick Ross has always had his issues with Drake, but this current round of drama started during Kendrick's beef with Drake. It's like half of the industry sided with Kendrick over Drake, including Rick Ross. Well, to be fair, Drake threw the first shots at Rick in his diss song Push Ups, where he dragged Kendrick for filth. He said, "I might take your latest girl and cuff her like I'm Ricky. Can't believe he jumping in, this ninja turning 50. Every song that made it on the chart he got from Drizzy. Spend that little check you got and stay up out my business." Well, for obvious reasons, Rick wasn't going to take this line down. He dropped his own diss track against Drake, Champagne Moments, in which he exposed Drake for using a ghostwriter. But he didn't stop there because he also shamed Drake for being a weakling, saying, "Getting don't walk up on me cause the clip is fully. Ninja's P don't wanna push me. I'm like really Woody, like his moves, but he never had to fight in school. Always ran, another ninja had to write your grooves. Flow is copy and paste, Weezy gave you the juice. Another white boy at the park wanna hang with the crew." For those who somehow don't know, there have been multiple allegations from people in the industry that Drake isn't truly black. He has a very white passing appearance, and some seem to hold this against him, especially given his frequent use of the N-word. Plus, there's also the allegations that Drake is a wimp. This isn't just something that fans say, because many fans also feel that Drake doesn't have the typical macho image, partly due to his zesty behavior. There have also long been rumors suggesting that Drake is on the down low, and honestly, he kind of gives a zesty vibe. Rick Ross also clowned him after Kendrick's back-to-back disses, and he asked Drake to retire.
I just want to make this clear. White boy, they said you said if you was young girls, you promised you would have been arrested. Whoever wrote that for you put more thought into that. White boy, it's your writers. Whatever message you translated to them, that wasn't the way they were supposed to do that. And as a writer, when it come to, you gotta remove yourself from that. White boy, that wasn't the line right there.
Well, Rick decided to take it a step further, and he played Kendrick's song, Not Like Us, at a recent show in Toronto. The song has been a cultural hit, and Taraji P. Henson even did a parody at the BET Awards. Kendrick even performed the song in front of a huge crowd who sang it word for word, and Rick Ross clearly wanted to get in on the action, but he chose the wrong place because everyone knows that Drake is loved in Toronto, and Rick Ross got jumped.
Where's Mark? Where's he? Let's go.
This is embarrassing for him, and he got mocked. Drake appeared to approve of Rick getting jumped because he liked a video showing the incident. Rick then tried to save face, saying, "I thought they were bottle boys." But knowing Rick Ross, it's probably not going to end there because y'all know that he always has to have the last say. He isn't the type of person to just let this slide, and y'all better buckle up because this beef is about to be long. Fans commented, Rick Ross was just calling Drake a white boy, then gets him and his security beat up by a bunch of white boys. Funny how the world works. Rick Ross called Drake's plane old, he ended up in a plane crash. He called Drake a white boy, he got punched in the face by a white boy. Maybe he should just leave Drake alone. And Rick Ross got jumped by white men in Canada who kept calling him ninja while it was going on. That's actually an L for Drake. Complicated to explain, but when white men start jumping rappers to defend your honor, that is not something to be proud about. Girl, this is a mess, but do y'all really think that Rick Ross is going to fight back? Drop your thoughts in the comments, then check out this next video.